Welcome to Disneyland Paris. I have to say it's not Christmas now, but I do feel really fortunate that I've seen the Christmas tree here in Paris and at Magic Kingdom as well. I think that is really, really cool. We just got to get on rides, basically. You know, it's close season in the UK, very, very close. There's not even a handful of places that are open you can go rides. But of course, Disney's Disney. It's open all year round. We can come, and we were really excited as well because there's a couple of things that we didn't get to try last time. One is Crush's Coaster, which is over at the Studios Park. But two is Big Thunder Mountain, which is apparently the best Big Thunder Mountain there is. Full stop. So I can't wait. Cannot wait to get on that. That is open. It's undergone its refurbishment. Buzz Lightyear is reopened as well after its refurbishment. I'm not sure it's going to be as in-depth as the Florida one that's happening. But honestly, it's a little bit overcast, but it's not too bad. And again, hopefully, the Dragon underneath is open. That was closed last year. Last year when we come, it was like 0, -1, freezing unbearable. This year will be 10, 11 degrees. So yeah, really can't wait. We'll take you on some rides. I have to say, without looking, I don't actually know if this is the original colour for this castle. And I say that because obviously the one at Magic Kingdom is being repainted to its kind of original look. I'm not actually offended by the Magic Kingdom one or the colour of this one. Bearing in mind they do projections and things on it, I'd argue there's not quite as much to paint here because you've got the beautiful sort of hillside down the side, which you don't have in Florida. But I do wonder whether it'll be on the cards in the next couple of years. All this was under, where the fountains were, was under work last time. That's now all done as well. And there's some beautiful touches around here. Whilst there's quite a lot under construction, there's some beautiful touches around here with these little models and things. But we're going straight into Frontierland. Big Thunder has a 25-minute queue, which actually seems really, really good. And that's where we're going to start. We've got to start there. Much like when Disney do refurbishments anywhere, we couldn't see any of this last year. Everything was just behind massive, massive boards. So it's literally the first time I've walked through any of this. Love how open it is. As you look over, I can't quite figure out where the track goes, to be honest, because it comes out sort of, the station's over here. I just love the look at some of the scenery. Just looks fantastic. It doesn't really need to be themed down there. I guess it's more for the riverboat than what it is people in the queue line. But still looks brilliant. It's a Big Thunder. Wow. Okay. I have to say, I didn't expect that. That could be one of the loudest lift hills ever. Oh yeah, here we go. It's Phantom Manor. There's a goat. Right, here we go, second lift hill. I don't actually know where we're heading next. Here we go. Oh, what a helix down that is. Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh. Another lift hill. Look at these, look. way the lift hill tilts left to right as you go up it. It's so weird. Unbelievably, another coaster cred for 2026 before anything new opens. Big Thunder Mountain. That was brilliant. I absolutely love that. A couple of lift hills as you would expect. It's got the TNT scene in there as well, but that finale, going what feels like you're going down forever, just picking up speed, picking up speed, picking up speed as you go back under the lake, was brilliant. I absolutely love that. Definitely going to get in a couple more rides on that over the next couple of days. I do find it amazing between these two Disney parks there are 3 coasters that invert. I just find that really, really odd. Now this one is a one and done, but you've kind of got to do it, really, which is Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Pearl. I don't know what to say about it. What's the general consensus on this? It's definitely not a Disney style ride. You know, there is no way Disney are throwing one of these into any of their other parks, or even would replace it or retract this like for like. It's so weird to see it. I've done really well at theming it, given it's a fairly standard sort of layout. Oh well, we're going to do it anyway. We've been sort of saved because they are stuck and have been stuck for quite a while now. They're evacuating the queue line. A bit of a shame. So we will be back for Indiana Jones. We will likely come back to it over the next couple of days. So it is like a Pinfari layout, this one. However, it's a very rare Intamin coaster because there aren't very many Intamin coasters in Disney. But yeah, alas, not yet. Yeah, they're cordoning it all off. They're throwing us out and they're cordoning it off. I think they're going to have to evacuate. I think they're evacuating it basically. Most of the trains are stuck around the track. But onwards we go, and I think probably round to Pirates. We move round to Pirates of the Caribbean. Apparently sitting on a 15-minute queue. It usually flows really quickly, in fairness. And I love this version. I think this version is far, far better than the Florida one. Whilst I haven't been on the others, this one's definitely my favourite. I even love the queue, and it's so dark in here. See people with their phones on. It's really hard to disagree with it, to be honest. It is so dark. The queue line. Just got to watch where you're going in here. Now this pirate starts off inside the cafe. And smells in here are amazing. But have faith, it's definitely here. Very familiar scene.
Montre-nous ces magnifiques bijoux. Six bouteilles de rhum. Gardez votre rhum, les gars. C'est de l'or, ce qu'il veut. Et ce coquille d'humeur.
Right, you can see we're going down again with the gunpowder. Here we go. This is a great added scene that you don't get over in Florida. You've got screens across the top, make it look like it's all sort of on fire. Good, that Pirates. I really enjoyed that. Brilliant dark ride. Theming is just top notch. Really is Disney quality, dare I say. Right, I'm going to unlock a new objective for this trip. I've decided it's very rare that I wear a backpack, but I have to wear a backpack because I'm kind of only staying over one night, so I've got to carry it with me both days. I just want to queue today one of the rides where someone isn't trying to leech a ride on my backpack. It seems near impossible, honestly. But there we go. That's today's objective. I'll let you know at the end of the video whether or not we achieve it. Snow White is still a thing here in Paris. It'd be rude not to check it out. 15-minute queue actually, not bad for a ride like this. Usually slow-moving rides come on quite a long queue. We can see Peter Pan on 45 and Pinocchio looks like it's on around 30. But I'll take this at 15. We are going inside Dock. Now actually this is quite a scary ride this for Disney. One of the scarier ones. But look at that on the wall, how fantastic is that? I love that, absolutely love it. Right, you ready for Snow White? I think a lot of people wish they had this in Florida. I love the effect. And look at this. It's just so enchanted in here. But then it does get dark. Like proper dark. Really quickly. As we go gold mining. Hi ho. Home from where we go. This, I love this effect. Ah, brilliant. I can see why people find this a little bit dark. In fact, the kids in front here have started to cry. But again, the scenery just looks fantastic in here. Hologram apple which comes out. So don't worry, the dwarfs are here to save the day in the rain. We all live happily ever after. Now I will say, there's children in the front car crying and there's children in this car crying as well. It's definitely a scarier Disney ride. I might check out some of these stalls in a minute to grab some, what might be festive food still. Don't really know, to be honest with you. Right, when I go to Magic Kingdom, I go for Country Bears, Carousel of Progress, Feel Our Magic, which was shut last time I went, which I was gutted about, the People Mover, It's a Small World, and of course Tiana. Now, the only one that is re-represented here is It's a Small World, and I have to say, it's a better one. It's a far, far better one. And it takes up the whole backdrop over here. Everything about it is better. And I know the other one's a little bit more OG, but everything about it is better. And yes, it's infectious. But that's where we're going next. I just don't understand why people don't like It's a Small World. You see all the memes of people being dragged onto it. Honestly, I can't get enough of it. I could spend all day on this, I would, but just not allowed. I have to do other things. I can't lie, I can't contain my excitement here. It's so good! Who doesn't like it? I just don't understand people that don't like it. It's a Small World. It's easily the best ride here. Oh, I think it is. I mean, you take the Country Bears out, which we don't have here, sadly, and Carousel of Progress. Look at them! Oh, and Tiana, yeah. Come on. And it's much better represented here. It's just so much brighter. I think the models are cleaner. I think they move better. I mean, look at the bridge, look. I makes me feel like I'm at home. Who doesn't like Slinky Dog? Everyone likes Slinky Dog. Here we go. It's the grand finale. And it's really good in here as well because the lights that go between actually work in here. The Florida one, they've been broken for the last 2 years. But 9 here, in here, we are spectacular. So I do love these models. It's really weird. We're just saying, when you go to Florida, you got like queues and queues and queues of people with, you know, taking professional photos and things, and it's just nothing really here, to be honest, of people doing it. But it's a beautiful castle. It really does vary as well from the other ones, particularly with, as we said, the hills down the side. Absolutely stunning centerpiece. It's happening. It's happening. I think this is the only castle you can come under as well. I think that it's above you. Oh, it feels proper eerie in here. There he is. And you can go up as well and have a look up the top, get an elevated view of it. Yeah, fantastic addition. Really, really nice. As we've said before, it is a castle you can walk through. There's not many you can walk through. You can't walk through the Florida one very often at all, in fairness. You can walk through this one, and then you can actually come underneath it to check out the dragon as well. Absolutely love it, absolutely love it. And that brings you out, as we said, on the hill around the side there. Right, it has happened. It's Mickey Pizza. These are €12, which actually I think is quite reasonable, to be honest with you. They're quite a good size. €12 each, obviously. And we've got to try both. Got to try the pepperoni and got to try the cheese as well. You just want to rip off the ear first. Right, I'm going to rip off the ear because it just feels like you have to rip off the ear. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's quite a thick dough actually, that. Surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. It is really thick dough. It's nice and crunchy on the bottom. A little bit burnt around the edges, but you can kind of live with that, to be honest with you. You can do the same thing and pull the ear off. It feels really harsh, to be honest with you. You can see the steam coming from it, but let's see what the pepperoni's like. I tell you what, that's really smoky, that pepperoni. It tastes more like bacon than it does pepperoni. It's a really weird one, that. I'm going to eat it anyway. Here is a Phantom Manor. Actually, quite a long queue for Phantom Manor. It's usually sort of walk on, but it's definitely not walk on today. It says 13 minutes in fairness, which would indicate it's walk on, but it's clearly not walk on and probably more than 13 minutes. We have Mickey over there though, in his Phantom Manor top.
Which offers you this chilling challenge.
About this one is that you do actually elevate down, and you can see as well through the door that you do move down, so the room doesn't so much stretch like it does at Orlando. It kind of drops to reveal the rest of it. I don't know why it needs to do that, honestly, whether they find that easier to do that. This is another one where kids tend to scream. Look at that. Nice. Brilliant. Of course, in this amazing Pepper's Ghost effect here, you get the bride, which of course you don't get over on the Haunted Mansion. shaped up very differently. But everything is still dancing down the bottom. It just looks more of a spectacle. I don't know why, it just does.
Ah, there you are. Welcome, foolish mortal.
And of course there are quite a lot of touches. A lot of throwbacks, if you will, to the Haunted Mansion, but in its own right, it's a completely different ride. He's a scary figure, let's be honest. Phantom Manor, I have to say, it is fantastic in there. I don't know, because even last time I'd ridden Haunted Mansion not that long ago, but I think after riding Haunted Mansion not that long ago, Haunted Mansion is definitely longer. I really kind of, you know, things like the hitchhiking ghosts and the graveyard, and actually I thought the Hatbox Ghost was in it, but it's not, is it? Yeah, I thought it was in here, but it's not. So I think maybe the Haunted Mansion just about takes it, but I have to say, it's really, really close, and I'd fully understand if someone thought that Phantom Manor was better. Fascia-wise, though, absolutely adore it, really do. You know, this is another dark, sort of sinister style ride. I think the dark history of Disney is sometimes forgotten. That is creepy, come on. Really creepy. This is dark. It is proper creepy in there. This might be worse than Snow White, actually.
Alors, le petit gars, on va quelque part.
I think they should be singing. They should have been singing. Are you rescuing me? Ah, there we go. And we get back to the happy scene. It's still really dark though. Quite scary, to be honest. We are going for another coaster crud here with Casey. Do love a good Dumbo themed attraction. It's a coaster cred, it's Casey's. And it's weird because you kind of go around the little fairy tale mini village here. This Dumbo themed train. Quite pleased I'm not in a cage actually, I will say. But at the same time you'd like to see some Dumbo theme. So there's actually nothing in the little Miniland Dumbo either. It's quite fun though. It's got quite good length to it as well. That's a classic. That ride's always stopped as well. Now I think when I say I want scenery, I don't necessarily want the drunken bubbles. Yeah, there's a few trees. Castle's lovely. again, looking down on the fairy tale is quite nice. But yeah, something Dumbo related. I don't think we'll go straight here. But it's a cred. And at the end of the day, a cred's a cred. It does seem like they've got two trains for this, because this is the second train that's on. You don't see very many powered coasters with a transfer track either, which this one does have. So I'm guessing they can keep one in motion at all times and swap out for maintenance needs to keep the ride open all year round. You have to bear in mind this ride's only open till 5 o'clock every day, or 5:30. Either way, it's not open for evenings. So you want to go on it, you got to go on it early. It's been recently refurbished inside Buzz Lightyear. In fact, it's only been reopened a couple of weeks. I have to say the walls do look clean. And I say this because the Madness ride at Florida has looked a little bit ropey. It'd be really interesting to see when that reopens what this one looks like. But even Buzz got reworked. Got a bit of a noise to him, to be fair. I will say it's not got the panache that you'd expect from a 6-month closed refurbishment. In fact, the signs, when we get to one in a second, you can see they're different sizes, they don't actually fit. And I can understand people might damage things like this, but there's no excuse for this not to be straight. 6 months this was closed. Yeah, amazing really. It's not what you'd expect from Disney. I wonder who was in charge of measuring these to what was already here, because these have obviously been replaced, but none of them fit. They're all just sort of just slightly too small look. So weird.
Please face forward and sit back in your seat.
Yeah, really odd. Right, it's time for Buzz Lightyear. I don't think any of the targets have been changed in here. Really difficult, this one. I can't really see an awful lot to hit, to be honest. I don't think my range is good enough to hit that one over there. Just doesn't seem to be quite as receptive. I don't know what the reset time of the targets are. My guess is the purple ones are the ones we hit. I'm not sure it's a great score, to be honest with you, but I think this is the last scene. So you can still get, we can see a Galactic Hero down here, you can still get 999 on this one. However, I don't know where, to be honest. I kind of know on the Florida one. But everyone's shooting at one thing in here. It is fun, for sure, it's fun. But again, I don't know whether looking at some of the finish here, and even some of the targets on the ride, like missing loads of LEDs when they flash, I'm not quite sure why it's had a 6-month refurbishment, apart from a bit of paint out here that looks nice. I will say there's not an awful lot in the queue, bar a couple of posters which kind of scream Star Wars. When I think of like Rise of Resistance, Smuggler's Run and things, or even the whole area, you kind of know it's Star Wars. Now I know this isn't a Star Wars area, I do get that, but look, there's just nothing on the walls. There's no story, and there's a lot of screaming. There's a lot of screaming. There's just nothing here. It just feels like a slightly missed opportunity that you're inside a tin shed with not a lot going on. Like, we walk all the way around here, just nothing. Nothing screams Star Wars at all. The station's a little bit more Star Wars themed, but it's an enjoyable ride. I do really like this. I love the way it kind of shoots you up. So yeah, again, no point in taking you on board, even though we could wear a chest mount. You just won't see anything. Here's another Disney coaster that flips you upside down a few times. Yeah, I don't know, it maintains actually really good pace, to be honest with you, as you go round. It's quite quick, to be fair. I don't think it's quite as comfortable as Flight Force, but arguably is probably a more exciting ride. There's definitely more screens in there. Once you're in there, you do know it's Star Wars themed, and it follows it really, really nicely. I enjoy it, I really do. It's just, you just have to think that there's so many rides here that go upside down. It's Disney. You just don't expect it. You really don't. As it launches up, yeah, no complaints from me. I love the fact that you can come in and walk around the castle. Day one over here at Disneyland Paris. We've got another day to go, which is good, because quite frankly we got kicked out of a couple of queues today. But we'll be back. We'll bring you for the ride.